My online community. How is your? It's a beautiful day, and today I am coming before you to share some value as usual. If you're live with me on Facebook and this is the first time you're meeting me, you're welcome. If you're with me on the YouTube session, thank you for joining. You're welcome. Today, I want to share with you the kind of post you should be posting on your social media platform to attract the kind of audience that will take you closer to your goals this 2025. Why am I bringing this topic? I find out that a lot of us want to be visible, right? You I ID, excuse me. Sorry. So for you to be visible to attract your ID client, you need to come out and then post. That's the ideology we had before. Consistently showing up consistently. Now, I want to tell us it's not actually about who I come in now to tell you the type of post that you can post that will actually attract the ID clients you're looking for. Sorry, someone is trying to interrupt me. Then showing up here on the it's not count. And at the end of the day, what we want is the finance, right? We want everything we are doing to transcend to our bank account. So now I want to show you four type of posts you should be posting henceforth that will give into posting, and at the end of the day you don't get results. Okay, so the first type of post, I used to do it until I come to know about this and I said let me come and share. Remember, we are doing 365 days of sharing value, so today is day 7. So I want you to be better from the knowledge you're getting from me, to do better in your business, in your life, in your spirituality, in your personal development. So I'm going to be covering a lot of topics. So today I want to correct us the type of post we should be putting at to help us make profit in our bank accounts. So like I said, number one is educative post. A lot of us just go to people's wall. When you see something you like, you just like post, copy and paste or forward. No, it should stop. Before you post anything on your timeline, make sure that post is very, very educative. Okay, make sure that post is educative. There should be a message is passing, and that message, not just any message, that message should be tailored towards what you want the customer to do, or towards you, or towards your brand. It should portray your brand in a positive light in the eyes of the customer. It should educate them more why they should partner with you, why they should buy from you, or why they should trust you, like you, and see you as an authority in the feed. Take for instance, you are a seamstress, right? And you're trying to show up online for your ID customers to be attracted to you, because on a normal day, you are not supposed to be the one that is looking for your customer. Your customers are supposed to be attracted to you naturally based on the kind of content you put out online, okay, to be visible. So now, assuming you are a seamstress and you come online and you just, you're just posting randomly, no educative, nothing to tell me that okay, this is why I should buy Ankara and leave Hollandis, this is why I should go for kaftan and not agbada, this is the reason why you choose these fabrics to the other one. You understand? There is no way you're educating me, nothing. You're just copying from anywhere you see because they say show up, so you just like, okay, I will be posting. No, your post should be, it may not be many in the whole day, it could even be once a day, but just be consistent. you can do two, you can do three, you can even do as many as 30 something. Those many posts will trigger the algorithm in your favor, so that anybody that just opens Facebook, you'll be in front of the person with educative content. You can actually plan this out. Before, it used to be very tough. You'll be asking, what will I post? How will I get the idea? How will I sit down? No, now it's now very easy, because you can actually use AI. If the only thing is that you have to learn how to prompt it, and it can give you tons of content that you can be posting that are very, very educative, tailored to your brand. Tailored to your brand. You don't need to rack your brain anymore. The artificial intelligence is there to help you, but let it be educative. Let it be educated. Let it be telling the customer something that they don't know before. And you know one thing, when you are the first person to tell somebody what they have not known before, the memory will never leave them. It has happened to me severally. There are some things I learned for the first time, and up till now, I still remember the person that through which I got that knowledge from. Your memory is unforgettable in the minds of your customer when you do that. Okay, I hope that sinks. So that's content number one, educative content. Your content should educate your customers, educate them about the risk and dangers of some certain investments that they used to enter. You know, by so doing, you're helping them, you're educating them to run away from problems or run away from losses. And why won't they trust you when you now present any opportunities to them for them to partner with you? It will be very, very easy, because from your educative content, you have broken down the wall of resistance. Okay, I hope that that is well understood. So the next kind of content you should be giving your customers every day, it could be just before one of them educative content. The second one should be testimonials. Testimonials speak volume. Testimonials speaks volume. You know, it shows the customer that, oh, I'm not just the only person this person is talking to. A lot of persons have tried out his or her product, and they are coming back with positive reviews. So if I were you, if you have done anything in your business and somebody gives you a nice review, please go and document it. Like what I do, I have a separate file for all my testimonials, all the reviews people give to Coach Vivian, this class was wonderful. I was able to raise a amount of money. I will be documenting it. You understand? Some people call me, the ones I could not really get very well, the ones that they sent through voice notes. But I'm meant to understand now that through some scrapers, you can actually extract those voices and, even use an AI avatar to create those testimonials, and it will sound like the person that did it. So now technology have gone better now. So any form of testimonial they give you, you can actually use it and boost your credibility online, because actually what we're here to do, what we're here to show up and do, is to show people that we are the right person to do business with. So if you don't have that in mind, you miss the mark. So people over Facebook, they're all skeptical because of the way things are now. A lot of scams are everywhere. So no matter how, they are being very skeptical. But if consistently you're coming to their face, bringing stories of people that have trusted you, people you have done businesses with, all that transpire, it may not always be positive testimonials. Sometimes a customer's goods can be damaged. The person will tell you, madam, my goods were damaged. Look. Then your own response will now see whether you can address that situation. Maybe there is a refund policy of your company. So your goal in sending that testimonial was to show your online audience or your online community that, see, even when this customer's goods were damaged on the road by no fault of ours, we were able to refund him, or we share the bill 50-50, so that it will cushion the effect of the losses. At least that will breed trust in the mind of your online neighbors, knowing that, this woman, you try, you upon saying this, and you were able to bear 50% of the loss because you're an entrepreneur. That's a plus for you. So that will build trust in the eyes of your ideal customer, because see, in this online space, they are watching you. They are watching you. Think, see, let me shock you. For instance, now I have 6,000 plus friends as my friend, or as my friends or followers, as the case may be. But let me shock you. More than 10,000 persons are seeing your post. Those who are not even your friend, they have not followed you, nothing. You see these places, you go and drop comments and likes and whatever. People are watching. They are looking at, they are hearing what you're saying, they are watching you, but they are not your friends. So if you have 6,000 friends, don't be deceived that it's only that your 6,000 friends that are seeing your post. The people that are even seeing your post are not on your timeline. You'll be shocked. Like I could remember when I launched my book, those in my friends list, I didn't even see them buy. It was those that bought. I was like, where did you, where did you come in contact with me? It was through Facebook. But when I checked, they are not even my friends on my friends list. So that's how it is. The world is watching. So if you can be showing them testimonial, I didn't say you should be flooding your DM every time with it, but once in a while, just post reviews of people, post testimonials of people. If you have to ask for it because you're building a brand, right? You are building the brand called you. So sometimes when you attend, when a customer purchases from you, you ask for their review. Ma'am, how was the services we rendered to you? How was the product? Have you used it? Like me, I'm good in calling customers. All the customers that bought products from me, at a time like this, I'll just bring out all their number and be calling. They'll be like, Madam Vivian, your own is different. I used to buy things from people online and they don't even call me to ask me how far. Once we have exchanged money and the product, that is it. I say, no, that is why I am different. I need to check up on you and know how it went with the use of the product or services I offer. And they were like, wow, it is okay. And that will even make them to recommend me. They will give me some referrals from their contacts. That's what testimonials can do. When people testify for you, it brings referability. And once you have referrals in your company, that's better because you're not going to be spending money to acquire new customers again. The already existing customers are the ones who are producing now the money for you. And that is what every customer is looking, every organization or every brand is looking for: referability. You spend lesser to acquire new customers than when you are trying to do another sales campaign to get more leads into your organization. So that referability speaks volume. So that is what testimonials can do for you. Okay. Then the third type of content you should post. The third type of content you should post to attract your ideal audience is story. This one, I cannot overemphasize it. Oh. I discovered it recently and it has been working magic. Do you know that the attention span of people are very low, right? It's true. Once they come across your post or across your content and there is no form of nothing to catch their attention, maybe the write-ups are not catchy, they are not spaced, the videos are not clear, it's shaking, it's blurry, the pictures are not colorful, those things that will catch attention, they will just scroll immediately and pass. But just imagine you started with a story. You just meant, those that are controversial on this internet space. I don't want to call any name, but we all know a lot of controversial issues that even the one that is trending right now, as at this January, as soon as we just came back from the new year, there's a story that is trending online where somebody kicked somebody, all the stuff like that. I don't want to mention any name. So, but Nigerians love stories. Hey, at Amibo, Tatafo, what is happening here? What is not happening here? They are ready to take their time. If that story, like, let it be as long as Mississippi River, they will take their time and read to the end. But if it's something that has to do with sales or buy, come and buy, they will just scroll across it. So you that is a salesman, you're selling something, and every day you're flooding your DM, you're flooding your status with pictures of your product. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn because, come on, it's just like every other person's. Every other person's are showing them products. So why is your own different? But how about you come up with a story, a creative story of maybe someone that bought your product, how the person was suffering. Let me use the health niche for instance now. For those that are selling health products, maybe those in the network marketing niche, you're selling a health product. So how about you come up with a story? Is this my neighbor, a long time neighbor? His name is Mr. Emeka. Mr. Emeka used to be very sound. My in fact is my band coordinator, blah 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 blah. At a point, they relocated from my location to another location, and we have a convention in so place. I happen to meet him there. You need to see how he has macheted. You need to see how he's looking so pale. You need to see how he's looking so malnourished. And I asked him a question, Mr. Emeka, what happened? Why are you like this? He now told me that, my brother, since we left, that was how this sickness held me. I've not been myself since. In fact, this one you are seeing me self is God that have worked miracle. I almost died. I almost died. Thank God though, but I'm getting better. Shall you not say, wow, which medication were you taking? You not say, it's all one abo like that. Say, well, okay. Say, I can remember I know one person that had such issue in my neighborhood. There is one product like that that he or she took, I don't know the name, but if I get home immediately, Emeka now exchange contact with me, and when I got home, I connected him to the woman that is selling this thing, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, what are you trying to portray to them? You're telling them that this particular ailment, illness rather, Emeka is suffering from, there's this particular substance or medication you gave to him and he got better. So the story should end happily. It should be tragedy, solution, happy ending. You understand? So try and be creative with story. If you don't know how to tell story, see, you have to learn it. See, when we were growing up, we grew up with stories. So everybody should learn this storytelling marketing. When we were growing up, we grew up with stories. And in the evening like this, when it is moonlight, all of us will gather before our father and say, please tell us one story. Now start telling us maybe story of the Biafran War, story of China Achebe, story of things fall apart, all these things. We all love stories. Everyone loves story. Even up till now, say, tell children, I want to tell you a story. They will all sit down and say, Mommy, tell me now. Mommy, say you tell us story of Adam and Eve, story of this, like all these bedtime stories. So everyone loves story. And that is why if you use it in your marketing, it will sell. See, everything about marketing, we have a perfect example in the Bible, which is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a network marketer. If you study Jesus Christ so well, you know that all his preaching, all his teaching, he embedded them into story. You will see one parable of the sower, parable of the lost sheep, parable of the five virgins, parable of talents, parable of the farmer, parable of the this, that, rich man, parable of the fool. All of them are stories, is it not so? So if he can use stories to tell his messages, how about you? Who are you not to tell stories? You have to learn it too. So this year, go and look for creative stories. If you don't know how to tell anyone, AI will help you and tell. Dear ChatGPT, kindly give me a story portraying my product to my customer. You know, all those kind of thing in a Nigerian tone, mentioning the names of Nigerian characters. It will just give you that story. Nkechi is a woman who is selling tomatoes in Agege market. Everything, and as you post it, people will be reading. It will grip their attention to your post. Tomorrow they will look forward for another one. So you keep giving them value, giving them value, giving them value until you now send out a sales post. So educative post, testimonial post, stories post, sales post. Okay, it's not every time come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, like a lot of persons do. Once you start that way, customer, once they see your name and your whatever, fiam, they'll just flip across, just fiam fiam. You find out that when you keep sending somebody to come and buy, you will not even have any engagement on that post. All of them will run because they have already known you now. Hey, is it not this thing you're selling? Is it not this thing you're selling? I already know. I don't need it. They'll just skip. Meanwhile, even if they don't need it, there are some persons in their network that need it. Their neighbors are having issues. So, but by the time you use story to creatively tell your audience what this your product can do, that this your product can even cure not only what they had in mind, even the ones that they don't even know about, of which somebody in their network is having that issue. Maybe their pastor, their church member, their neighbors, or whatever, or their colleagues, or their bosses. Now they will now refer you. They are not the ones buying, but they will now refer you. I can't count how many referrals I've gotten. I cannot count. All of them is from this online space. I'll just see because my phone number is on the internet now. So I'll just tell it and I'll get a call. Ma'am, are you Coach Vivian from Port Harcourt? I say yes. Please, somebody refer. I say, who is someone? I say, someone, one of your Facebook friends referred me to get some medications from you and all that. And that is it. And that is it. Referability. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So educative post is one, testimonial post is two, stories three, sales post. You do less of sales post, more of others, but less of sales post. Then another one you post is case study. Okay, case studies. Case studies. You can get this one from customers. You can talk about how you should I say behind the scenes. You can also use behind the scenes stories by telling us your processes. It's not only the find you every time, the perfect you or the recorded you. Sometimes just come on life and say, today it was a very stressful day. And when tell us your challenges. Not every time you're coming to portray that everything is well with you. In fact, as Nigeria is now, I don't think it's well with everybody. No matter how wealthy you are, your pocket is feeling it. Okay, so sometimes you come and tell us your challenges. That how you thought maybe it, like before, 10,000 used to fill my fuel tank, but now 30,000 sef or maybe 40,000 is not even, like, it's just like 5 litre in my car. This economy is really telling o, but thank God for this opportunity. If not for this opportunity, I wouldn't have really known what should have what I would have done, you know. From that post alone you made, a lot of persons who are inside that situation will reconsider. Even if they don't want to buy whatever you're selling, they may reconsider your opportunity because you have portrayed it in another light. You have portrayed it in another light, and they will see reasons to want to now partner with you or join your organization or whatever you're selling. Okay, so I don't want to make this video to be too long. I want to believe you got value from this thing I said. So see, go and change the way you're making your post. Not every time you're flooding your DM with sales posts. From morning till night is sales posts. From January to December is sales posts. Every time is sales posts. People will run away from you. And funny enough, you're not even inviting new members to come and see your post. It's that same 1.3 followers that you have that you are still sending this sales post to. Haba, had it been every day as you're sending that sales post, you're even having like 3,000 persons join your friends list, and that is better. But it's still that 1,000 point followers that you have from January to December. You're sending them, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. No, now you will not have a good result. You may be struggling in your selling. So, but when you have this type of relatable content that speaks to people, that talks to their everyday life, everyday challenge, everyday problem, and you're profiling them solution, you see them sharing your post. That's how posts are being shared. Your post, you can't even just help it. Once your post is valuable, it has a solution inside, is educative, people will start sharing it. You won't even beg for it. You won't say share this live or share this post. No. I learned this from my mentor Choma Ifanyeze. She doesn't beg for you to, she will just post her normal post and you see 179 shares. And as they are sharing it, that is how they are transferring her authority to other persons. Because as you share it, other persons in your timeline will see it and know that she's a person of value. That if I can read this educative post from this person, that means I should go and follow her so that I'll also be getting her messages directly, so that I can also share to someone. Because now you shared it, that was why I saw it. So if I don't follow her, I will not see it again. And you may not be led in the spirit to share next time. So they'll kukuma go and follow the person that spoke that thing. And that's how you become. When you start spilling content that are very relatable, that are solution driven, that are educative, you know, people will start sharing your post because it's going to be helpful. You can just come up now and say 5 ways to avoid your car being your car knocking on the road. Excuse me. 5 ways to avoid your car knocking on the way. That is an educative post for those that are into the automobile industry. Once you start spilling number one this, number two this, number three this, people will start sharing that post because everybody has a car now. Everybody have a car, so they want to avoid those type of issues. So you're trying to prevent them from pain. So it's relatable to Tom, Dick, Harry, and whatever, so they can easily share it, and that makes you credible before the eyes of these people. So I want to believe that you got value today, day 7 of 365 days of sharing value. I'll come your way again tomorrow with another loads of value. So if you have gotten some good things from this post, please do well to share so that it can reach out to others. Like I say, follow me on Facebook, subscribe on my YouTube channel, hit the bell notification so that when we are coming on live again, you'll be reminded to join us. So thank you very much for your audience. I really appreciate. I am Coach Vivian Ikechi, the financial woman advocate.